welcome back.
Good morning. No less nervous than I was yesterday.
Good. That means we must have been a little bit friendly.
I put my submission in basically on my own behalf, some of which corresponds with what I said yesterday. And one thing I would reinforce about yesterday was the need for a hard edge around the bottom of the basement. And if you look at putting a bund or stop bank 30, 40, 50 metres away from the shore, you're actually acceding to the erosion of that amount of land that is in front of that bund. And to go onto the pathway from Ferrymead round to the South Brighton, I didn't look at anything like what has been put in it on the coastal pathway. Nothing as extravagant or as glorious as that, but just to make it a practical way of walking around there, which would give a loop from Gardra through Sumner, Ferrymead, right around to South Brighton, around the water's edge. And the path really only needs to be possibly done with timber borders and with something like a hard fill or just a top course really, or even just a clay aggregate, just to make it a little bit easier to walk on than it is at the moment. There are groups that walk around it now. They get permission from the wastewater crew to okay it. And just to make it a bit easier and a bit more inviting for the public to walk around and get a full view of the estuary as they walk around. The other one about the riverbanks around Halverston Drive, Avonside Drive, and the geese excrement, that rather than being able to walk with your head up and observe what's going on around you, you've got to walk with your head down so that you don't finish up with shoes full of goose droppings. And it would also, a decent colour of the geese and a major colour of the geese would make life a lot easier for the rowing clubs who have to go out in the mornings and wash and scrub their landing stages so that the kids come down, go rowing. They don't have to wash their feet before they get in their boats.
School playground's the same.
But we walked through Travis Swamp on last Wednesday, and there were about 4 flocks of geese flew over at 11 o'clock, headed obviously out of some sort of danger that they thought was coming to them, but ideal shooting practice for a rifle club. The other one was a flat water facility in the red zone. I know that's something that has been mooted before, but I think would be a great asset for the eastern side of the city. It's something that has to be organised or negotiated through with the government and the EQC, because they virtually own the red zone. But somewhere something has to be done to tidy that up, and a flat water course would be one way of tidying quite a considerable area of that red zone. And just an added point about tidying the place, a little while ago there was offered out as a possibility of locals looking after some of the red zone, mowing and tidying up. But I think the council, EQC and the government lost a big lump of goodwill, if you like, in not making the demolition contractors tidy this sections after they demolished houses. lumps of concrete, there's shingle, there's broken trees chopped down. And the locals really aren't going to go in and take mowers and mow over that. But somewhere somebody has to do some tidying up before the locals can take them over. That about wraps up my nervousness.
Oh, good on you. No, thank you very much. That was, I agree that there are a lot of people who want to help out, but you've got to give the area in a condition where they can actually make a difference. So,
Well, I go past Loxley Avenue, New Brighton Road quite regularly.
me too.
And he's made a beautiful job in there.
He's done a fantastic job.
Yeah.
Absolutely fantastic.
No,
Thank you very much.
All of that red zone could be looked after
It could
in
be.
the same manner,
And
but
it's
it has to
quite
start off
beautiful in there.
with a manageable area.
Yep, agreed.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Mark Darville.